Currently, we, as nursing management and administration, are in the middle of a philosophical debate with real-world implications. In the face of turnover rates greater than 25%, an unsuccessful recruitment campaign, new legislation related to staffing ratios, and an expected increase of 35% in staff vacancies, should we place our focus and energies on increasing recruitment efforts or reducing turnover? While I agree that launching an aggressive recruitment campaign with sign-on bonuses and other incentives is a great way to fill staff vacancies, I believe we need to focus our energies on getting our house in order. After all, we can recruit, hire, and onboard all the nurses we want, but it won't be much benefit if we aren't able to retain them. If we cannot serve those we already lead, how can we serve those we plan to hire? If the current causes of turnover are not addressed, we will just be recruiting nurses into a toxic environment and increasing the likelihood that new staff will become a part of the turnover cycle regardless of the benefits, incentives, or bonuses offered. The first step to reducing turnover is to find out why our nurses are leaving. We should hold formal and informal gatherings to engage in open, honest, and genuine conversations with our nurses to determine the causes of turnover and intentions to leave. We need to discuss what our nurses feel would solve the identified causes of turnover. I feel that any changes made to reduce turnover rates needs to come from our nurses' suggested solutions, a grassroots movement, if you will. If we want to keep our nurses, we need to engage with them, listen to their needs, and then we must act to address those needs. As important as it is to establish communications with our nurses regarding their needs and concerns, it is equally imperative that we, as leaders, take action to meet those needs and resolve concerns. After all, why would our nurses stay if, when they openly voiced their concerns and suggested solutions, the administrators who initiated and encouraged the conversations did not act? I imagine that would only result in greater turnover. Once we determine the causes of turnover and identify the needs of our nurses, we must act or we will lose their trust and close the lines of communications. This focus on engaging our nurses in conversation, understanding their needs and priorities, developing plans to meet those needs in a collaborative manner, and following through with action will increase job satisfaction and improve retention. This four-step intervention will be successful because it fulfills the four basic needs of followers described by Tom Rath in his book, Strength-Based Leadership: Great Leaders, Teams, and Why People Follow. Trust, compassion, stability, and hope. As servant leaders, we should focus on fulfilling our nurses' need for compassion and stability through these uncertain times. Gallup's research shows that people who feel that their supervisors care for them as a person are significantly more likely to stay with the company and are more engaged and productive. By opening and engaging in honest conversations with our nurses, we will meet their basic need for stability. Over the course of these open communications, we must be transparent about the financial health of the organization. Gallup's research shows that when employees are confident in an organization's financial future, they are 9 times more likely to be actively engaged in their jobs. I know that transparency about finances during a period of financial uncertainty feels like a gamble. But giving our nurses a sense of the financial future of the organization helps them to see their role they play and provides stability and builds confidence. I believe that focusing on communication with our current staff, the identification of their needs, and actions to serve those needs will benefit the hospital more in the long run than just aggressively recruiting fresh staff. Additionally, identifying and addressing the needs of our staff will become a powerful recruitment tool of its own. We should strive for a reputation of being an organization that listens and cares about the needs of its staff. Yes, we are facing a possible staffing vacancy of up to 35%, and active recruiting is needed to fill those upcoming vacancies. But I feel that the priority now needs to focus on the retention and engagement of the staff we have. Until we reduce turnover rates, we will continue to face critical levels of vacancies, even if we were to launch the most aggressive recruitment campaign of the century. Taking care of our nurses will be the most effective and sustainable recruitment tool. Thank you for your time and consideration.